MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Los Angeles Dodgers.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it, and if he does, you're going to be really impressed. He can really make an impact on a game with his wheels.
Clayton Kershaw has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Matt, everybody knows who this guy is. Last year he was a Cy Young Award winner. He's got electric stuff, and I just love watching how he goes about his business. He gets himself ready for every start, and he has a game plan. I'm curious to see how he's going to attack this lineup today with the game plan he's put together.
Well, let's take a look at the Dodgers defense, brought to you by Majestic.
In the outfield, Yasiel Puig. When he first broke into the league, all over the place. Couldn't concentrate, run into walls, throwing the ball everywhere. Now he's really settled into his own and utilizes that arm when he needs to.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Matt, nobody likes to get blown out, but I look at it this way. I'd rather get blown out and say, forget it, boys, it's time to play ball, instead of losing a 1-run game and thinking all the things you could have done to win that game. Now you're in a situation, go put some runs up and go take it to them. Forget about it. You can't do nothing about a blowout anyway. He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. In the air out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, catcher, Elroy Lilly.
Just underway here in Southern California. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count. It just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So striding in, Cal Clifton. 2 out with the man at first. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg really does call a solid game back there. He does reward a pitcher for good location at times, but his reviews tend to be very good most of the time.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. Hard on the court. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me, and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Joe Ross gets the call in Game 5 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about. Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Nationals. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Digging in now, Mookie Betts. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball line fouled to deep right and out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, right fielder, Yasiel.
Standing in, Yasiel Puig. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Nobody out, runner on first. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. From the belt, the pitch. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Drilled to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box, Corey Seager turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
One and 2, here it comes. This is flared out towards second. And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers. And he is in there.
Well, that right there shows how strong he is. That ball got in on him, but he fought it off a little soft liner to fall in the outfield and scores the runner from third base. That's a strong guy right there.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
A 1-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Everett Roberts. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Ready on 1 and 2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Only one in the inning here for the guys in blue. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Nationals nothing. Now in the box, Brian Dozier, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Well, he fell behind 0-2, and this is really the personality who he is. He didn't give up. He continued to fight and gets a base hit when he gets a 2-2 count.
Standing in now, Trevor Plouffe. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting 7th, shortstop, Trey Turner.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Washington. They're down 1-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here it comes on 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And another foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another 1-2 delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. Plouffe has room in foul territory. 1 away.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Robert Kluka.
Ready now, Robert Kluka. In the air, down the left field line and deep. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks. When he hit that ball, it took a big bounce and hopped over the wall for an automatic double.
Stepping in now, Clayton Kershaw. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And now Now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you can see there, the Braves have already punched their ticket to the NLCS, so they'll sit back and wait for this series to play itself out. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the 2nd.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dylan Lewis. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The next 3-2. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Joe Ross. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Left fielder.
Yeah, that was really well
Starling
executed,
Marte.
Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Starling Marte. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, he sends it out of play. Again, a 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Out of play. Another 2-2 offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Out into right center, well hit. On his way to second goes Marte. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham just caught the inside corner with a sinker. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year Corey Seager settles in to start things out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, a leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
Fielder, Jock Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Clifton is there. And that's the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
First baseman number 25, Everett Roberts.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Everett Roberts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Runners on the move for second. Squared that one up just a little late. Runners on first with one down. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in. Set to deal on 2-2. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Runner at first here, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
Now batting, catcher,
Now batting, Yasmani Grandal. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Throw over to the bag. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Clifton racing back at the track. The wall. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box now, Robert Kluka. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Now another 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pham sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Ready for another chance. Elroy Lilly. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Roberts is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Striding in once again, Cal Clifton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Kershaw now on 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Stepping in now, Trevor Plouffe takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. From the belt, the pitch fouled straight back. Now another 1-2, and a fastball swung on and missed, and a side is retired. Nationals leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. So striding forward now, Clayton Kershaw comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. A couple of walks for him thus far. 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
In now, Yasiel Puig. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
This one's down to third. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Moss. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Wilson Ramos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First and second here with nobody out. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Starling Marte. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is fouled off toward the third base coaching box. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence. Following a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Here's another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Tommy Pham waits on deck. Lifted in the air out to left field. Betts giving chase. 2 gone.
Up next for the Nationals, center fielder Tommy Pham.
Standing in, Tommy Pham. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Looks like the pitching coach might want to have a chat here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I agree with it either. Most pitchers, like when they're in a groove, they just want to get back on the bump and compete. Sometimes visits like these are just like a formality.
So stepping in, Elroy Lilly. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One and one, here it is. Right over the middle, knee high.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Ready once again, Cal Clifton. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1 and 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Dodgers lead it 3-1.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the former number 1 overall pick from 2007, David Price. Digging in, Dylan Lewis. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1 and 2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2 and 2 now.
Hey, that's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Now Price misses here on 2 and 2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he needs a shutdown inning right here, and it's not starting the way he wants. He's already down in the count big time. The last thing you want to do is start the inning by walking a guy and turning the momentum back to the other team.
Skied into straightaway right. Clifton moves over. 1 out.
The batter number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Hard hit ball to second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
3 for 3 on the night. He must be seeing the ball well under the lights. That single right there just kind of lets me think he's locked in pretty good.
Peterson.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box now, Jock Peterson. Oh, and he shoots this back into center field for a base hit. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, he set his sights on staying right up the middle. Watched him in batting practice, and he carried over into the game. Nice piece of hitting.
Everett Roberts.
Digging in once again, Everett Roberts. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 1-1 from Price. Fly ball heading for the alley. Clifton is after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. In to score the runner from second. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. Make it 5-1.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Robert Pluka. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Tell you what, Matt, if he makes a mistake here, 1-2 with the pitcher on deck, that would be a monumental mistake. I don't think he gives him anything to hit here. Makes him chase it to get him out.
Now Price is 1-2. This is skied into short left center. After it is Marte. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete. Dodgers out in front, 5-1. Vance Worley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Vance Worley.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Dozier. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Well, they've really struggled here. Now, I know this is the first game of the road trip, and maybe they're not comfortable in the surroundings yet, but this offense has got to get it going.
The 3-2 one more time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Stepping in now, Trevor Plouffe. 1-2 now.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. We're in the 6th inning now, a 5-1 ball game. Hit hard, but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
He'll try again, 1-2. Now a ball pulled hard, but fouled off to the left. Here's another 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
A runner at first with no outs here. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Peterson to the track, to the wall. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer here in the series, and it's a 5-3 game now.
That is why you can't walk the leadoff hitter. A solo shot becomes a two-run homer, and the damage just kind of snowballs. Tough one to swallow.
Into the box now, Trey Turner. Now a ball hit hard toward first, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. One away.
First baseman, Brandon Moss.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Moss comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Now batting.
Hey, anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Your attention,
Victor
please.
Perez is going to come on as a pinch hitter now, so that means we've seen the last of David Price.
Perez.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And this is fouled at the plate. One and two, here it comes. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, of foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2 and 2.
Well, with both starters out now, and we got a really good game here. It's clearly a bullpen game, but this is why it's so important to have that depth in your pen, because you're going to run into a lot of games like this.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Nationals 3. Brian Morris enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 58, Brian Morris.
Alexi Amarista is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Set to deal on 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Pham is in pursuit. One down.
Now batting, left fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. Couple of walks for him thus far. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Plouffe gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Show track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Into the box, Yasiel Puig. Ball 2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We're on to the 7th inning now in the deciding Game 5. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Nationals 3. Back here at Dodger Stadium. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Tyler Thornburg is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 37, Tyler Thornburg.
Striding in once again, Starling Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Starling Marte becomes the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. And he misses. Ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Ready for another chance. Elroy Lilly. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough to handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
The 2-1 on its way. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
He's ready now. The pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Pedro Baez comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th. Clifton will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. From the belt. Kicks and deals. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Here it is on 3-1, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Here's Brian Dozier now, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Oh, now a line drive. This is going to get down. A potential game changer in the making. 1 run is scored. Here's the tying run to score. Now the relay home, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get a hit late in the game to give you the lead in the ball game, you feel good about yourself, and his teammates are pumped up as well.
In now, Trevor Plouffe. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 3 runs already home here. And that misses 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 7-5 game.
Well, that base hit right there gives them 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run cushion late in the game, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Luis Avilan enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Luis Avilan.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
4 runs here in this half inning. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brandon Moss.
Digging in once again, Brandon Moss. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. On the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Kareem Higgin will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Kareem Higgin.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to get it, go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. This one's down to third. He's right there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Nationals 7 and the Dodgers 5. Trevor Gott gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Trevor Gott.
Ready once again, Dylan Lewis. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Line toward the alley in left center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Well, they've hung around. I know it's late in the game, but that's a big leadoff single. Maybe this will be what they need to get to start that attack to put them ahead.
Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Nobody out, runner on first. Line to the right side. Clifton is there, and he has it for the out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Digging in to try it again, Jock Peterson. He singled his last time up. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Standing in now, Everett Roberts. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
You know, it's so hard to get around on a pitch like that, particularly when it's up and in on your hands like that. I call that Black & Decker ball. It's going to break a lot of bats.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Everett Roberts becomes out number 2 this inning. Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He pulls this one into right. Clifton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight, and we're deadlocked here at 7-7. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Well, no shortage of runs in this one. Still anyone's game for the taking in a tie ball game, but let's bring you a look at how our 2 starters fared. It's our starter comparison. Digging in, Tommy Pham. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting
at the plate, Elroy Lilly. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Payoff pitch on its way. Tapped up the first baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Set. Here's the 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch one more time. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Well, you went right after him with the 3-2 fastball. That's what you're going to do with guys that are struggling. This time, he just beat you.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Yimi Garcia is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Steve Golden will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Steve Golden.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third. And he is in there at third is the possible go-ahead score. So now 2 men in scoring position. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he will look at a called third strike. And that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian.
Striding into the box, Brian Dozier. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk. So now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Dodger bullpen does its job. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 7-7. Into the box now, Robert Kluka. The 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham giving chase. 1 away. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Stepping into the box, Steve Golden, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game.
On the mound, he might have let up a little bit knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that. Goes to show there are no weaknesses in any of these lineups.
Brandon Cuniff answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Brandon Cuniff.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Betts is going to turn for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
You throw a ball down the middle, you better start ducking right when you release it. He took it right back at him. Hit it where it's thrown.
Into the box, Yasiel Puig. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. It's now a 9-7 contest.
Well, I love the perseverance. Comes down to late in the game. He ends up getting the base hit to drive in the run. No, he hadn't had any hits the whole game, so that was a big at-bat for him to bat.
Stepping in now, Dylan Lewis. He swings and grounds it to short. To Dozier for 1. On to Moss, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. The 5th and final game moves to the 9th inning now. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Nationals 7. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to this production of baseball on MLB Network. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Now the 2-1. A wave and a miss.
Boy, that pitch looks so good when you're hitting, but you're not going to catch up to it. I think pitchers should use that more often. A high fastball in the eyes, it will never catch up to it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Up next for Washington. First baseman.
Digging in, Brandon Moss. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded to first. He's got it. To second for 1. Back to first. The 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Jose Ramirez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Lifted the other way to left center. Betts has a read on it, and the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Hey, multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series.